When did you say the quiet part out loud for everyone to hear? I have been studying in a program that teaches us to be future teaching assistants and eventually become teachers. Last year, this one girl joined the program and entered our friend group. She had just lost her father, so everyone was very sympathetic and understanding, including our mentor. The problem started when she stopped hanging out with us. We would invite her out to dinners or parties, but she would be a no-show even after telling us she was coming. Anyway, no big deal since she was dealing with grief, right? Then she started skipping classes. She would show up for one class and then disappear for 2 weeks. We were all really worried at first and kept asking her if she was okay. She would give dry responses and said she's just really stressed, so we decided to pick her up in the morning and brighten her day up. This way, she could be not stressed and still make it to class. Well, when we rang her doorbell, she simply refused to answer and didn't even open the door or reply to our calls. This happened 3 different times before we had enough and stopped, since we didn't want to be ghosted anymore. Our mentor, however, kept giving her chance after chance. When she was on the verge of being expelled, he would falsify her attendance report so she could continue, but she still wouldn't fulfill her promise of doing better. This went on for an entire year. That's when I lost my grandfather. We were really close and I grieved for a week, but then I went back to class and started working harder. That girl texted me, calling me stupid for disappearing for a week, followed by comments saying she felt unloved and that she didn't understand why our friends weren't inviting her out anymore. After dealing with my own grief, I realized what everyone had been thinking of her was true and decided to tell her, you don't get to use grief as a permanent excuse to disappear on people who actually show up for you. We all have pain. It's what we do with it that counts. Please stop hiding behind your loss and start showing up for others if you want them to show up for you, or at least stop pretending like you care. When I sent this, it's like I opened the floodgates. She called me insensitive and mean and said that I could never understand what it's like to lose someone. She casually stepped over the fact that I recently lost my grandfather and said I'm too dumb to know what she was going through. Well, I wasn't someone she could insult without any repercussions. I showed her text to everyone, including our mentor. She lost her place in the program and had to move back to her parents. The thing is, I still would have supported her if she apologized and worked on making herself a better person, but she never did.